When you watch Danny Carey play drums for Tool, you're not just watching a musician keep time. You're witnessing a ritual, something ancient, something psychic, something mathematical and magical. And when I say magic, I don't mean parlor tricks or stage illusions. I mean ritual technology, the kind that breaks down the ego, opens the unconscious, and lets the demon, that inner voice of genius, finally speak. Let's start with the symbols on Carey's drum pads. Yeah, you've probably seen them. The unicursal hexagram, the sigillum Dei Emeth, sacred geometry pulsing with every hit. These aren't random. They come from a system of ceremonial magic known as Enochian, developed by John Dee and Edward Kelly in the 16th century. Yes, the court astrologer to Queen Elizabeth I. The idea was to create a scrying language to contact higher intelligences, angelic intelligences. It was about tuning the mind like an instrument, using symbols, math, and vision to make contact with something beyond the personal self. And Carey? He brought this right into the heart of a rock band. His entire drum kit is designed as a magic circle. The way it's arranged, the symbols it bears, even the mathematics of his playing. It's all meant to do something to your mind, to the audience, to the band. Because Tool isn't just a musical act, it's an engine for transformation, and rhythm is the vehicle. The thing is, drumming itself is one of the oldest known forms of trance-induction. Go back far enough, and you'll find it in every ancient culture, a way to call down spirits, travel inward, or cross thresholds between worlds. That repetitive pulse, the steady beat that syncs with your heart and then pulls you deeper, that's not just for headbanging, it's for entrainment. It slows your brainwaves, brings you into theta states, the dream state, the visionary state. The same state used in meditation, deep hypnosis, and yes, ritual magic. Danny Carey isn't just playing complex polyrhythms to show off. He's invoking trance through structure. It's the same thing shamans and monks and occultists have been doing for thousands of years, only he's doing it with double kick pedals and hexagrams. Of this drumming ritual, Carey himself said, "Every number has its strike on the subconscious in one way or another. The more you can make yourself sensitive to these things, the more it can open you up to other forces that may want to be heard. It's my job to get my ego out of the way enough to be sensitive to these things and let them flow through me." I've always been fascinated with sacred geometry. Those are some of the shapes I've drawn on the Simmons pads. It's about tracing the manifestation of matter into the physical world. Now let's talk Jung. Because Tool is basically Jungian psychotherapy set to heavy riffs and Fibonacci spirals. In Jung's view, the goal of life isn't to be happy or normal, it's to become whole. That means confronting the shadow, the repressed, denied parts of yourself, and integrating them into a fuller identity. You go through darkness to reach the light. Tool takes this to heart. 46 and 2 is literally about the evolution of human consciousness through shadow work, pushing me, shoving me, to come into through and behind. It's all about descending into the unconscious, confronting the wounds and monsters we usually run from, and coming out the other side, transformed. And again, this is what ritual is for. Not to cast spells at people, but to cast yourself into the abyss and see what survives. Now add in Alex Grey's visionary artwork, those anatomically precise, multidimensional depictions of the soul in evolution, and you start to see the full picture. The entire Tool aesthetic is structured like a mandala, a sacred pattern meant to reorganize your psyche from chaos to coherence. Jung used mandalas in therapy for exactly this reason. He believed the psyche naturally arranges itself in geometric patterns when it's trying to heal or integrate. Listen to the song, Lateralis. It's built on the Fibonacci sequence, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, a naturally occurring pattern found in everything from pine cones to galaxies to DNA. Even the syllables of the lyrics follow it. This isn't just art, it's alchemy. They're embedding cosmic structure into the architecture of sound. And when you put all this together, the symbols, the geometry, the trance rhythms, the shadow integration, you're no longer at a rock show. You're inside a ritual machine designed to break down your ego, open your third eye, and awaken something ancient inside you. Which brings us back to the daemon. The Greeks believed everyone had a daemon, a kind of inner spirit or guiding force. It wasn't supernatural, it was psychological. Your genius wasn't something you had. It was something that spoke through you, if you knew how to listen. But to hear it, you had to get past the ego, the false self, the social mask. Tool's music is about dissolving that mask, peeling it back, layer by layer, scream by scream, until there's nothing left but the daemon speaking through the void. That's the real third eye, not some mystical organ in your forehead. It's awareness itself, the witness, the self behind the self. So yeah, Tool is heavy, but what makes them powerful isn't just the distortion or the time signatures or the screaming. It's that they're using all of that to build a temple, to break down your false self, and to summon your inner genius to the surface. Every beat, every spiral, every scream is an invitation to wake up. Are you listening?